Hi guys, today I'm going to be talking about my favourites in the month of February. Feb is obviously the shortest month ever, but it feels like, how is it now March? I thought it was Christmas yesterday, but we're just going to ignore that and I'm just going to crack on with what I've got. My first one is going to be a skincare product. This is the Clinique Dramatically Different Gel, not to be confused with the lotion. There are two things which look exactly the same, but this one is for more oily skin, which is what I have. The reason that I got this is a bit of an odd one. But my friend Emma, I'll link her social media links below, we talk about makeup fairly regularly, but we rarely talk about skincare. She bought a 3-step skincare kit with me once when I was with her, and she mentioned about how good this moisturiser was, which she rarely talks about skincare. So it's one of those things that I took notice, like if somebody who's not really into skincare talks about it, it probably is really good stuff. And I do remember when they reformulated this or re-promoted this that a lot of people did say really good things about it. Anyway, you may have seen this in my USA haul when I picked it up, and this stuff's actually really good. You only need one pump and a tiny bit comes out, so I think this will definitely last me a long time. But I think for me this is just a great everyday moisturiser. It does what I want it to do. It makes my face feel like hydrated and moisturised, but it doesn't make it greasy or shiny or more oily at all. So I definitely think this is tailored to my skin type. And yeah, I've just been using it every day and I've been really enjoying it for everyday moisture, and yeah, I would recommend. I only have one more skincare type favourite. It's actually a hand cream by The Body Shop. Now I know this has been in the favourites of mine before, but I've really just fallen back in love with it. It is, although it is getting sunnier, hello to me filming in actual daylight and not looking really orange, I just think this is a great no fuss hand cream, and it just does what it says on the tin. Like, it doesn't leave your hands greasy at all. It just sort of moisturises them and then you can carry on with your day. Cool, let's crack on with makeup. I have 2 foundations to talk about. I know that's a lot. First one is the Neutrogena Healthy Skin Foundation, and this is what I call like a very much a traditional liquid foundation, this one, and I've just been really enjoying it. I like the coverage of it because it's like, if I sort of have like a few like red marks, which sometimes with a lighter coverage I'd have to cover up with concealer, I find that this does a good job of covering those up as well. It has broad spectrum SPF 20 in, so it's a great day foundation, but it's a little bit more. It's also what I've got on today, if you want to know what it looks like on. And yeah, I got this in the States, it was $15 I think, so I don't think that's crazy expensive. And I've heard this likened to Mercier Glow, which I haven't tried, so I can't personally compare the two. But I would say this is a really good foundation actually, and it's at a good price. It doesn't have a pump, it's one of those pore ones, which is a bit of a bloody nightmare. I'm in the shade Classic Ivory as well. But yeah, I just think this is a good all-round foundation, and if you can get your hands on it, you can only get Neutrogena makeup in the States I believe, then I would get your hands on it, because yeah, I just think it's a nice one to have in your collection, and I think it's just a good, dependable, everyday foundation. But yeah, no, I'd recommend it. And my second one is a little bit more up there in price, is the Mercier Silk Cream Foundation. I wear the shade Soft Ivory. The reason I picked this up is because last year I fell in love with the oil-free tinted moisturiser by Mercier, and I'm almost out of it. So I was in 2 minds whether to buy it again, which I would definitely do, but at the moment I have got quite a few tinted moisturisers, so I think I'm going to try and use some of those up before I repurchase another one. I say this as if I don't have a butt ton of foundations, because I do. Yeah, I thought I would try her foundation. I know she has one that you shake up in a bottle, but I just think I have both Vitalumiere Aqua and the Perfection Lumiere Velvet by Chanel, so I imagine it would be similar to those two. So I thought I'd pick this one up, which I think at the moment is definitely having its, how do I put this? I think at the moment it's definitely being spoken about a lot on blogs. I'm definitely hearing a lot about this. It's kind of got like a moussey texture to it, this foundation. It's a bit different to sort of, whereas I would consider this sort of your run-of-the-mill traditional liquid foundation, I feel the texture of this one is a little bit different. If you've ever used either the Jouer Matte Moisture Tin or the Tarte 12-Hour Amazonian Clay foundation, you know, the one in the tube, I feel like both of those have a moussey texture to them, and this isn't as like sort of got some moussey like whipped texture to it, but it definitely does, which I think it makes it really easy to apply with your fingers if you want to, or a brush, whatever. I've done it with both and I'd recommend it. And again, it's a very similar coverage to this one. They're both medium coverages, so it does have a higher coverage than the tinted moisturiser does. But yeah, I've been sort of switching up between the two this month, and I can recommend both of them. So depending on your price point and what you can get hold of, both of these I would recommend. I've got 2 lipsticks to talk about today. The first one is by Revlon, and it is in number 1 Pink Truffle. You know those brown lipsticks are all over the place at the moment, which I'm personally a fan of that makeup trend, but this is like a lot easier way to wear it if you're a bit like, I don't just want to look like the baddie in Dumb and Dumber. You'll know what I mean. When I think brown lipstick, I think her. I think this would be a really great way for people who sort of like the trend but don't want to go like full into it. And also when people are like, wait, brown lips suck, you can still wear this and it'll be fine. It's got a bit of a shine to it, but I think that adds to its wearability. And because it is a lip butter, the formula is quite moisturising. But I would recommend this, and this is something that would just be in my coat pocket that I'll just chuck on my way out the door. The other lipstick I've been loving is Lady Danger by MAC. Now, of course, I have Ruby Woo on today. It's definitely sparked my love again for MAC red lipsticks. Again, there's a bit of a story behind me loving this one too. First of all, I saw this picture of Demi Lovato on her Instagram and I was like, dang, the orange red looks really, really good. And then, I don't know what event Kendall Jenner was at, but she wore this and I really liked her makeup. I can't really comment on the Kardashians, I don't care for them, but she was looking good that day. So actually, if you watch my empties videos, I kind of was like, I really like that makeup. So I actually kind of stole that look because I thought it was really cool. But anyway, so that made me whip back out Lady Danger, because when I got Lady Danger, I just kind of overlooked it. I bought it and I didn't really use it, which was a bit of a shame because it's actually a really, really nice colour and it's matte, but it's not like as matte as Ruby Woo. I know a lot of people don't like sort of the waxy texture of it, and this is more blue toned, whereas this is more like orangey based. So it could be seen as easier to wear, and I think it's definitely great in the summer. So it's definitely one of those colours which I think is probably in most people's lipstick collections, but you may have forgotten about it. But I think you will be pleasantly surprised if you whip this back out again, because it is a bloody good lipstick. Next up, I've kind of got like a duo together, which I am going to be showing you in sort of a everyday makeup video, which I plan to do soon. But that is the Beauty Blender and Fix Plus, both of which are cult classic products, which I've kind of, for setting sprays in particular, like I go off and on using them, but the Beauty Blender, again, is something that I just sort of kind of overlooked when I got it. When I first got it, I did use it to like apply foundation, which I find doesn't work as well for me, but I found after I've applied my foundation I really like just like sort of bopping my skin with it to sort of blend everything out. So what I've been doing is I will put just my foundation on, blend it out, then I'll put concealer on, I'll do the rest of my face. Oh hey. And then once I've like powdered and everything, I'll get Fix Plus out, I'll spray it all over my face, and then again bop everything in just so my contour and my blush isn't so sort of stark on my face, because I do contour every day. And yeah, and I just think it's made my skin itself look a lot more diffused almost. Like all my makeup just looks a little bit more melted into the skin and not, it does look like I've got makeup on, but it doesn't look as sort of harsh, which I'm quite liking. This is like an actual beauty blender, but you can get a bajillion dupes for it. One of which being Real Techniques. Speaking of Real Techniques, did you like that transition there? My last beauty favourite is the Real Techniques 301 Flat Contour Brush, I believe is the full name. This is from their Bold Metals collection. Now, I was kind of going to avoid the Bold Metals collection, not because I thought they were bad, I actually love Real Techniques brushes, but I don't know, this was the only one that really caught my eye. So I did pick it up because I did actually have a Boots voucher for them, so I'm pretty sure I've shown what I do use my other contour for is a Zoeva equivalent, which I do really like and is cheaper but harder to get hold of, and I really do like this. I do think it really does blend fantastically, actually, I will be honest. I've used it on my contour right here today. What I've been liking doing, I don't know if you can see, like on one side it's darker than the other. What I like to do is like sort of like push at an angle the product into it and then blend. The brush itself is really densely packed with brush hairs, so it does really blend really well, and the brushes aren't cheap. I wouldn't rush out and buy every brush in the collection, but I think a brush like this to be available in Boots is actually pretty special. I mean, contouring's a widespread thing now, so I think this is a really fantastic brush. I am going to be getting their sculpting brush, and I will be doing a comparison between the two on my blog. Right, now on to a couple other favourites. I have one food favourite, which are the Dairy Milk Marvellous mix-ups. These are suitable for vegetarians, so that's why it's my favourite. Like gummy sweets, which are suitable for vegetarians, are always my fave. But it's like, I think these are really cool, and they'd be really great like on a car journey when some people are chocolate people and some people are sweets people, and you have the best of both worlds in one packet. But what's really cool is, like, for example, I saved some of these buttons to show you. Like, you think, oh, this is just a normal chocolate button. No, it has caramel in it. What? You know, that's really cool. I really enjoy that. I think also just grabbing a big handful It just tastes like really great sugar in your mouth. So, if you fancy a chocolatey treat, this is definitely not healthy by any stretch of the imagination. Well, it's really good. Even get stuck in my teeth. Cool. Now that I managed to chomp those down, I also have quite a few music favourites this month. First being the 1975. I think it's The City, which is on my work CD. Now that it's on my work CD and I listen to it, I'm like, this is a really good song. So I've been listening to them a lot. Another person I've been loving is Madonna, who, by the way, I started like listening to Celebration, which is like a big greatest hits, before she fell over. I want to point that out. So I love Madge. Madge is great. From my last video, I listened to that whilst I was getting ready and doing my eye look, which was an eye look with the new Narcissist palette. If you haven't seen it, it's my last video. But I'm going to insert some clips of me now, just singing along. Ooh. But yeah, so gotta love Madge. I've also been really enjoying Hole. I think I mentioned them recently, which is Courtney Love's band. If you don't know who they are, I've been really enjoying listening to them. And last but not least, again, I've gotten back into acoustic Miley Cyrus. I know I mentioned her a couple of months ago, but I've been really enjoying the song, specifically Lilac Wine, which I put a link to at the bottom of my Miley Cyrus lipstick review, which I will link again. And last, but by no means least, I want to share my favouriteest of favourites, which is that I've hit over 100 subscribers on my channel. Woo! Yay! Thank you so much if you're a subscriber. If you're not, please do. But yeah, so I thought I would do a little bit of a giveaway. So I've been thinking long and hard about what I want to give away, and luckily one of my favourite body brands, Soap and Glory, do this fantastic Thank Inside the Box gift set. I'm actually going to go pick it up right after I film this video, so I don't have it in my hands to show you, but rest assured it will be with you. And yeah, there's a couple body bits in there, and you know, everybody has a body that needs washing and scrubbing and moisturising. It's a little thank you from me for being subscribed. All you have to do to enter the giveaway is be subscribed to my channel and leave a comment down below telling me one of your favourites for the month, because I always love a good recommendation or two. But yeah, that's it really from me. I hope the weather is getting nicer where you are like it is for me, and hopefully I shall see you guys soon. Anyway, bye! Goodbye! I've been watching so much Superfruit this month.